So, looks like Alain Moussi or Mousy, however you pronounce his last name, is response wanting to be Johnny Cage in the sequel. It seems like all of this Johnny Cage social media post has gotten his attention all of a sudden. It's like he wants the role. I say whoever gets the role, be Scott Adkins, Ryan Reynolds, or Allen. Let's hop into it.
Even give you more than ZZ time. More full bears, thou shalt not more corner. Future like one more steps in y'all's corners.
Welcome Mortal Combatants. So it seems now at last Alain Moussi has actually responded about being Johnny Cage. So do like, subscribe if you want to see more content. It's always good, it's always great. So before we get into his actual comment about being Johnny Cage, we're first going to go into what Screen Rant has said about Alain Moussi being Johnny Cage. For once, somewhere has actually mentioned someone that's not Ryan Reynolds, which is a shock to be fair. So Screen Rant says, why fans want Alain Moussi as Johnny Cage? And not only does he have the look and he has the charisma, well, he doesn't really have the charisma just yet, but he has had it in movies where he's been larger than life and acted like he can have the same charisma that The Miz can bring or Ryan Reynolds can bring, which is why he's a strong competitor to be Johnny Cage. And he's a martial artist. He does everything himself. So it'd be funny to have a stunt double for him, but he doesn't really need one. But he still has to have one. So, on social media, fans have voiced support for Alain Moussi to portray Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2. Moussi himself has shown his appreciation to the fan casting, and when looking over his body of work, he'd probably be one of the best candidates to tackle Johnny Cage. For once, somewhere on the internet is actually thinking of some sense when they're thinking of Johnny Cage.
Exactly.
So, movies such as the recent Bob Odenkirk-led Nobody, along with others like Immortal, Suicide Squad, and shows like Titanus and The Boys, in the past few years, Moussi has begun headlining martial arts films, not noticeably the rebooted Kickboxer series, where he played Kurt Sloan in Kickboxer Vengeance in 2006, and the one in 2018. Moussi has battled invading alien warriors in last year's Jiu-Jitsu, and he also played Charlie Nash in Street Fighter as well. So it's cool to see where he's going.
Oh, I know that.
He's used to being video game type fighting characters. So with Mortal Kombat ending and Cole's journey for Johnny Cage ahead of the impending tournament, Mortal Kombat 2 already seems to like a sure thing, especially with its strong box office performance despite COVID-19. Fans can probably expect to hear usual murmurs about casting rumours of Johnny in the coming months. Meanwhile, some fans have already gotten a head start on there by throwing Alain Moussi's name into the ring for Mortal Kombat. And, you know, I think it would be really cool for him to be Johnny Cage. I'm standing by that with
me too,
all my heart to say yes, Alain Moussi should be Johnny Cage, as he'd be the right pick for it. As you can see here now,
he looks the part too.
He's responding on it, saying, let me start by saying I am not cast as Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2, but I should be. When you want something, you don't sit back and wait for the phone call. You get up and go for it. And that
I love that tweet
from Johnny Cage. This is what I'm talking about. He's not sitting there and waiting for it. He wants to be Johnny Cage. It's about time he let his name be known, that he wants to put his hat in the waters to play Johnny Cage. He's not messing around anymore. He wants to be Johnny. He wants to play the Cage. He wants to get caged. Well, no, he doesn't want to get caged, but he wants to make people get caged. I think this is what he needs to do. He should put his hat in the water now and say, you know what, it's about time they called me up for the role, and he's putting it out there right now. So what do you guys think? As you already know, we already have The Miz, we have Randy Orton, we got The Miz, we got Ryan Reynolds, and then now Alain Moussi. All we have left is Scott Adkins to say what he wants to be, but you know, he's already said from Joe Townsend wanting him to be Johnny Cage. But I think Alain Moussi is the strong win. But what do you guys think? Now we finally have a response. It's heating up of who's going to become the Cage. So, anyways, this is your boy Future Boy. As always, stay frosty peeps. Peace.
Before I did this video, there's so many stupid articles saying how, oh, Well, I wish that I would have want to watch the original more than this. Sometimes I feel like when people don't like this version of this Mortal Kombat movie, they're either in nostalgia or just not appreciating anything new. And for me, I already accepted for what it was. It was not perfect, but I had fun with it. So we're getting a sequel, so it's obvious Warner Brother is perfectly fine with the first movie. And since the sequel is in the works, we know Johnny Cage is going to be in it. Alain Moussi pretty much is the perfect candidate for Johnny Cage. He has the looks, he's a great martial artist, he's a good actor, and I feel like he can bring in the charm of Johnny Cage. And plus the haircut and that style, the split kicks, he has it all. He's the perfect Johnny Cage for the sequel. Anyways, good video by Feature Boy Kamikaze. Now I feel like I want Alain Moussi as Johnny Cage. Him, Ryan Reynolds, Scott Adkins. Personally for me, I still don't want the man as Johnny Cage. You know, the last video I did on him, I got like a few dislikes, but oh well, what can you do? So, yeah. Tell me what you all think in the comments below. Who do you think should play Johnny Cage in the sequel? Let me know. I'm out of here.